Hey guys, so I told you that I was going to do this video, and I apologize. I was supposed to release it on Wednesday of last week, and it's just been really busy. And so I look tired. It's because I am tired. It's been a long week. I was with Trump and DeSantis Friday night, and flew back and done 3 meetings the very next day here in LA. And here it is Sunday. Was at the CRA convention all day, and then preached tonight at our church. So it's been a long few days, and I'm wore out. But I wanted to get this video done and get it out to you guys. And I made a comment that, with a lot of prayer and consideration, that we've come to a decision on the campaign. And I want to make sure I explain myself. And when we started this campaign, January of 2001, we knew it was going to be difficult. We didn't know what we were doing. We knew it would be hard. We knew that 2022 would be, a training ground for us. But I don't think we realized how hard it was actually going to be, or how much warfare we were actually going to encounter. The first thing was we were told that nobody would ever accept me. There's more appropriate candidates. People that don't have tattoos, people that aren't fat. These are things I actually heard. People that were, actually come from political families. And I mean, these are things that people actually said, that, people never vote for you. And I said, you know what, you just get me in front of the people, and I will turn their hearts. And we did, and we worked really hard. We've done meetings after meetings, and eventually we had 7,000 people showing up to City Hall, 4,000 people showing up to Santa Monica, and being invited to speak at all the different events, women's federated events, CRA events, just different political PACs. And we did that over a year, and I'm really proud of what we've done. I'm really proud of the team that I have around me. I couldn't do it without the team that we had. They've worked so hard over the last year and a half to make this happen. But I just got to tell you, the whole thing has been, overall it's been a disappointment. I'm disappointed in the division that we have as conservatives. Nobody can get along. It's all backstabbing and backbiting and the gossip mill, and nobody, it's literally nobody can get along. And unfortunately, we're not talking about the Democrats, we're talking about the Republicans and the conservatives. It's no wonder we don't win. We can't even get along with ourselves. It's actually stunning how bad it actually is. And I don't know what I had in mind. I don't know if I thought it was going to be this kumbaya thing. I think I did. Where we were going to get together and we're going to take the nation back and we're going to pull together, and I was going to get the support of people, and I just didn't find that. I found basically people that want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and somehow they think it's going to get them a different result, but it doesn't. I thought that the Christians, I really honestly thought that me being, a quasi name and ministry out there, that people would sow into what we're doing, trying to take this governmental mountain. And I didn't find it. But what I did find is that only 23% of Christians even vote. Only 46% of Christians are registered. And I don't know what you expect. I don't know how you can complain over and over and over about our government and not do anything to change it. It's just hard. It's hard to wrap my mind around. But I do appreciate those that have believed in me and have sown into what God is doing in this time. But you just have to sit back and wonder, is the warfare worth it? I'm dragging. It's not myself. I'm dragging my wife and my children through this. I'm speaking, sometimes 3 or sometimes even more times a day, and doing media and appearances, and now you have to go knock on doors and make phone calls trying to raise money, and and somehow in there it fit in doing commercials, and it's so much. Is it worth the warfare? If you don't believe in it, how am I supposed to believe in it for you? I don't know. Is it worth the warfare I'm putting my team through? We got 20 or more solid leaders that meet at my house every Thursday night for a year and a half. They've met and strategized and prayed and warred with me over our nation and over California and over our district. Am I dragging them through something that doesn't make sense in the end? I don't know. It's interesting. The losses that we've had have been tremendous. We have lost a significant amount of money just in the fact that Nina and I have spent everything we have to make it this far. But by the way, nobody thought we'd even make it this far. I didn't think we'd make it this far, really. I was surprised we've made it as far as we've made it in 2022. 2024 had always been my goal. 2022 was always the training ground to get there. But we also didn't realize how expensive this was going to be. And financially, physically, spiritually, mentally expensive. But, we've lost that. 19 candidates so far had signed up with this specific strategy team, and allegedly they've taken us for everything we had, and luckily for me it wasn't much financially because I didn't have a lot to give financially. But what they did do was waste 5 months of my time that I should have been doing other things. And it's 5 months I can't get back, and it's 5 months that could lose the election for me. But I knew something was off. My wife knew something was off. Some people on my team knew something was off. What we did learn from that was we need to trust our discernment, our spiritual discernment, when we're doing this. And it is a lesson learned, and it's not one that I'll ever forget. The LA GOP, they called me and asked me to step down and let somebody else win. The CRA sent somebody to meet with me to ask me to step down. The interesting thing is, it's kind of a point of pride. It makes me wonder if that's part of the establishment, and they're asking me to step down. Is that that's maybe a good thing? Maybe they feel threatened. I don't know. So we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot of lessons. And through a lot of prayer and consideration, the question is it worth the warfare that we're going through? And I got to say, we're not going to go anywhere. We're not leaving the race. We're not giving up. We're not packing it in. I truly believe that this is something God called me to do. And if God's called me to do it, then I'm going to see it through to the end no matter what. No matter what the outcome is. I committed to this thing through 2024. I knew that 2022 would be a training ground. I never again want to see a candidate have to go through what I went through, where people didn't believe in them, where people didn't want to help them, where we didn't even know how to fill out the paperwork because people didn't want to help us. And so what we're doing is, it's not just for this, it's for people that come after us. And let me tell you, we said in the beginning there's multiple ways to win this. One would be obviously me winning a seat in Congress. But the other thing is, if we inspire people to make a change, that's a win. Now, I wish I would inspire 100% of Christians to get off the pew and get into the voting booth. But I'll take the wins that we've had so far, which is, I know that there's at least 7 candidates that are running for various offices that are running because this race, me saying that yes to God, means that we can do this, we the people can do this, and we the normal people can do this. This inspired them to jump into the race. That is a win. That is a win. But I would rather see every person out there decide to do exactly what we're doing, and that's make a stand. But we'll take it as we get it. But we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep running. Even if it's on a shoestring budget, we're going to keep going. Because it's what God's called us to do. And if God called us to do it, we're going to see it through to the end, no matter what it looks like. But, we need you. We need you guys. I know there's hundreds of people that are praying for me. They're believing for us. Hundreds of people don't want me to back out of the race there. But just to be honest with you, and so many have given. I'm not saying people haven't. So many people have given. But the reality is, if the kingdom of God has all the riches and all the glory on all the mountains, there's no reason why I should be in last place fundraising. It's just not where we should be. It's just not where we should be. We should have the best funded campaign. We should have the best billboards. We should have the best signs. We should have the best handouts. We should have the best website. We should have the best commercials. Because our God gives us the best. That's what all us charismatic Christians believe, Spirit-filled Christians. But we don't want to invest into this. We don't want to invest into something better for our nation's future. Let me tell you something. I believe it's because most people aren't affected by this yet. People are thinking, oh, well, now they're lifting the mandates. Now this, now that. No, they're not lifting anything. This is all temporary. This is all an illusion. They want to take everything you have away. And if we don't change it now, this nation is going to be gone. And it's going to be every Christian out there's fault for letting this country slip completely into communism, into socialism, into Marxism, and into darkness. We have to make a stand, and we have to make a stand now. I need you guys. I am not a beggar. I'm not begging you, but I am saying that you can be the answer. And if you're not willing to stand up and run for office yourself, then for the love of God, fund somebody that's willing to stand out here and take the arrows for you. These people that are running, we are taking the arrows. I don't think people understand the arrows, the warfare that we're going through, especially the Christians. We need you. Guys, I need $3,000 for handouts, palm cards to put on people's doors. We need billboards. We need all this different stuff. It's yard signs. You guys realize yard signs are $5 a piece. Some people can afford to get $5. Some people can afford to get $500. Some people can afford to get $5,000. I know that if you're watching this, you can afford to give something. Sow into the kingdom. Sow into what we're doing. Sow into saving our nation. We got to have it, guys. We got to have it. Stop armchair quarterbacking and get into the game. Be a part of the change. Be a part of saving our nation. Guys, you guys go to the website. It'll be on here, officialderekgates.com. Just click on the donate thing. Please give something. Be a part of the change. We need you. God bless you. We're not going anywhere. We're taking the nation back.